have to, tell things or whatever. Sound like he was wanting you to, if he gets excited, gets crazy, for you to shut things down.
Right.
And it doesn't work that way. They start getting crazy and violating the law. Lock them up because we're not violating the law. We're just doing what we're.
Brian, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
That's the point of the.
This is Representative John Jacob. He's here to help end abortion at this clinic. All right. Today is a victory, though, right? Roe versus Wade was overturned.
Step in the right direction.
It's a step in the right direction. I mean, Roe versus Wade obviously has been overturned, but this is something that Representative Nisley and myself have talked about, that we do not need to wait for Roe to be overturned to abolish abortion. That has just been a political chess piece for the vast majority of the legislature, not only in Indiana but across the nation. And so, but you know what? I've talked with legislators over and over. They said, okay, we have to wait for Roe versus Wade to be overturned. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Roe versus Wade was overturned this morning. So now the Indiana legislature has the ability to be able to put action behind their words. Let's see if they're going to really abolish abortion. I know what I'm going to be pushing for. I'm going to be pushing for an all-out ban on abortion. But the thing is, though, is let's see whether or not the legislature will keep their word.
Amen. Yeah.
The only reason that abortion is legal in Indiana right now is because of pro-life legislation.
Wow.
In Michigan and Wisconsin, they've got laws in the books. Wisconsin dates back to the 1800s. In Michigan, 1931, that outlaw abortion. And as soon as this decision was made, abortion was illegal in those states.
Wow.
So as soon as this decision was made, those laws went back into effect. And
Kentucky is a perfect example.
Yeah,
I just got word this morning. Kentucky has only one abortion clinic, I believe.
Had.
Had.
Wow.
So that abortion clinic, my understanding is, just got shut down because Roe was overturned.
Yeah, there were several states like Kentucky that passed what they refer to as trigger laws.
Yes.
And so those laws are laws that if this is overturned, then this will go into effect immediately. And that was Kentucky is one of those that had a law that made abortion illegal. I don't know if it's in every case. I've seen that law, if there's any exceptions or if there's a timeline or attached to it. But anyway, in general, abortion is illegal in Kentucky now.
Wow.
Triggered by the Supreme Court decision.
So
Indiana could have done that. They didn't. They could have just out and out outlawed abortion. They didn't.
So in layman's terms, this federal ruling, right, from the Supreme Court, that made it illegal all across the United States, or states can still.
Right. It's up to each state.
It's deflected they're saying now it's deflected the decision making back to the states.
Okay, so how about Planned Parenthood funding from the federal government?
Well,
that's still going to.
That doesn't affect that.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't. So they're going to still fund Planned Parenthood, basically.
My guess
through
would be
Obamacare and all that.
My guess would be, especially given Biden's hostile nature, his hostile attitude towards the preborn.
Okay.
In other words, he was saying if Roe's overturned, he was basically saying he's going to do things with executive order to try to keep abortion on demand in place.
So it's my understanding too that, and this is Barry Atwell, by the way, of Indy News on the Streets, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It's my understanding too, though, that all of the congressional seats, the federal congressional seats, are up for election. I mean, they're all open
in the House.
In the House of the federal, our federal government. Every single seat is up for election in November, right?
For the House, and a third are up in the Senate.
So essentially, we could get rid of Nancy Pelosi,
Yes.
the Speaker of the House, right? And she's a very strong proponent for abortion, isn't she? Even though she says she's a Catholic.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of people like Ilhan Omar, right? Isn't she somebody that? Yeah. We can get rid of her.
Yep.
We can get rid of.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, if we get out there and vote, if we get out there and vote in November, we could get rid of a lot of the problem, right?
And that's a big issue, is the issue of voting. I mean, I think people don't sit there and really do the research behind the candidate that they're really voting for. I mean, just because they have an R after their name, they think, oh, they're a Republican, they support my conservative values, which is just the furthest thing from the truth.
Wow.
The vast majority of Republicans are rhinos, and I say vast majority, I'm talking 90% plus. That's conservative.
Wow.
That's conservative. In Indiana, you're talking 95% plus our
gosh.
rhinos.
Would you call it? John McCain, rest in peace. Would he be considered a one of those like a? He wasn't.
I'll let Barry comment on that.
In many ways, yes.
So his BFF is still in there, Lindsey Graham. Yeah. Okay. I think that's about all I can do. So I ran out of